Okay, so we're going to try this. Round two. Grab blocks, strap, and balls. Okay, so first things first, take a little time with your feet. So just going back and forth, waking up the nerve endings, getting the tissue to be a little more pliable, noticing where there's sensation, that kind of stuff. Right, and then allowing the ball to massage underneath the ball mounts. Getting the toes, right? Opening the underside of the toes, lifting your heel. That feels good. Big toe ball mount. I'll do a close up of the toes later. Inner arch. Chug a little bit. Wiggle it. Outer arch. Nice. And then we'll switch feet. It's good. I didn't do it, but it's good to switch the balls so that they both kind of wear in evenly. But if you don't, that's fine too. Nice. So underneath the ball mount. Right, kind of messing around. You can mess around, bringing the foot forward and back. Just check out how that feels on your knee. Ooh, you can shake your quad and your hamstring loose. That feels very sensual, as my dad would say. Ooh. I'm trying to pull the big toe away from the rest of the toes to kind of a little anti-bunion engagement here. Inner arch. And outer arch. Nice. And then get the ball out of the way. We'll come up and down. Right, just come up and down, lifting the heels. And just make sure you don't do, this kind of stuff. So actually, take your ball. I know you have a ball. I'm going to use a block. But take your ball, bring it in between your thighs, right? And do that to help keep, get a little bit of hinge, right? And then we're just going to, you'll bring the knees forward. That's going to elevate the heels and then bring them back. Bring the knees forward and then bring the knees back. So as you bring the knees forward, you roll up onto the ball mount of the feet and then back. Right? And you can play with it, see which works better. If you're thinking of lifting up the heels, which for me was more wobbly, or bringing the knees forward. And then try to hold that there. Reach your arms up. Keep squeezing the block, squeeze, or the ball. Right? Imagine you're going to spin it back behind you and then come on back up. Nice. Okay. So let's get down on the floor. Have your blocks handy. Right? And so you'll just hinge, right? So hinge, bring your head forward, your butt back, and just bring one leg back. Use your hands if it feels dicey. Lower the shin down and bring your other shin back. Come to kneeling for a moment. Lean a little bit to the right. draw your left foot forward. Find your blocks. I want you to stay off the back of the knee, but just come in and out, right? So use your blocks or use a chair. A chair is really good. But what we're doing here is what we do all the time. It's just making sure these joints stay lubricated, right? Because we're menopausal gals, and we don't create as much hyaluronic acid, as much, we're not as juicy. And it's such a good word, and I really struggle with it because it just, I feel slightly embarrassed when I use that term. Okay, coming in and out. So you're opening the front of the hips, the knee, the ankle. All right, if it feels available to you to curl the back toes under, and then lower the back shin down, and then curl the back knee under, lower the knee down, just a couple taps, right? You'll be stretching the back of the leg. Nice. And then bring your blocks back and lift up your toes. All right, so we're trying to keep the torso straight instead of rounding, right? And the plumb line is sit bones to the crown of the head. So for me, I got to draw the front body in. But if your pelvis isn't quite that mobile, then typically what you need to do is almost like reach the pubic bone long. So you can ground down in this front heel, try to pull the front, press into the back shin, front heel, and try to pull them towards each other. And then maybe take your whole leg, rotate it internally and externally. And I'm noticing as I'm doing this, as I come internally, I want to keep my hip where it is, right? But because there's some stickiness there, this wants to happen. That's an exaggeration, but not really much, right? So keep the hips honest. Nice. And then we'll take this front foot out to the side and come in and out of that. So just coming in and out of your left leg. Nice. And then we're just going to come forward. You're going to bring your hands forward. I want you to curl the back toes under and step the back foot forward. So it's a wide squat and come on up to stand. So that was good, right? See if you can trust your knees. So the hinge, we're going to try to do the hips more than the knees. We're going to try to do the butt back, find your blocks, and then shift the weight into your right leg, and take your left leg back, lower the shin down. Nice. Bring the block on the outside the front foot, and then just move a little bit in and out, right? Lubricating the joint. And, if you need to pause somewhere along the line, like as I come forward here, I'm getting a big stretch in the hip flexor. So I can press into this front foot. I can press into the back shin. I can try to pull them towards each other as I lengthen the torso up. And maybe even do a little swing side to side. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Nice. But just finding in your body what needs a little more support, a little more love. Nice. And then we'll come back to this runner's lunge. You're going to take your leg, heel, right? Legs extended. Keep a soft bend in the knee. And then you can take the thigh, rotate it externally and internally. Try to keep the pelvis stable. Nice. And then we're going to come on forward, bring the blocks to the inside, come forward. And you can move a little here. I saw someone do this the other day, which might feel nice. You'll have to see, is take your hips in a big circle. Oh my goodness. And it feels really therapeutic and very challenging. So, and then go the other direction. I know what we forgot to do. So bring your foot back in line. We forgot to do the thing where we just curl the toes under, reach back. You're opening up the back of the calf and the hamstring and then lowering the shin down. And you don't even have to touch the knee down, right? This can all be quad, hamstring, hip flexor. A couple more. Nice. Bring the block to the inside. Take wide. Shift the weight forward. Drag your back foot forward. Come wide. And then come on up to stand. And then step the feet towards each other. See how that feels. All right, take your shoulders one at a time. Let's rotate the left arm in. Bring it up and back. Bring it up and forward. Bring it up and back. Up and forward. Bring it back. And then keep it back and just extend the left arm away. Get nice and tall, right? Still trying to get really, really tall. Arcing over. Let the right shoulder relax down like you're holding onto a 10-pound weight. Making a little adjustments and try to continue to shift the head back in line so that, the plumb line through the skull, through the center of the throat, through the ribs, out the base of the pelvic floor, the perineum. That's the line of energy. And then come on back up to center. Take the other arm, right arm in, up and back. Rotating it forward, rotating it back. And if your arm is being gunky, if it's got a lot of noise, do this smaller and slower, right? See where the interference is. Like right here, right? And then get the shoulder head, right? Get it back, get it back, get it back. Palm faces up. Get nice and tall. Extend the right arm away. Arc the left ear to the left shoulder. Let the left shoulder relax away. Keep connecting to the earth, right? We're trying not to shrink into this, but also to grow long. You can fiddle around. Rotating the chin, dropping the chin, lifting the chin. And then gently come on back to center. Notice how that feels. Let's take our hands, interweave them, and bring the fists underneath your chin. They do this in Bikram. We're going to do it to try to stretch the front of the neck. So you draw the elbows in. I want you to take the top of the fist and lift the chin up, and then take your elbows up wide. And then exhale, draw in. All right. So there's a little bit more of a bend in the back of the neck than I like, but really this is to stretch the front of the neck long. And then come on back in. Stretch the front of the neck long. Come on back in. One more time, stretch the front of the neck long. Let's keep that there. Bring your hands to the back of the neck. Try to lengthen the back of the neck as well as you drop the shoulders down. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Really nice back bend. Take your arms up to the sky. Arc back even more. Turn your palms to face forward and then draw the elbows down as you lift the sternum higher. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, do that again. Take a nice inhale here. Exhale. Maybe take the wrist back, the elbows forward, and then lower it down. Nice. So that's really nice. Get that front of the neck long. And to me, it felt really crappy until we did that part of lengthening the back of the neck, right? So we're going to do this lurch thing. I love this thing. So standing nice and tall. It's a lot of cat-cow, right? It feels like cat-cow. So you'll have the palms facing away from you, and you're going to round. So you tuck the tailbone, you round, draw the chest in, and chin towards your chest. Not a bend, but an arc. And then come on back to stand. So you exhale, pulling the shoulder blades away. You could do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, kind of a little bowstring thing. Whew. And then come on back. Another time, just fill in that thoracic spine. coming back. And then round, and then turn your palms to face up, reach up to the sky, get long, 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 long. Palms come down, and you grow taller as you press down through, some resistance. Give yourself some resistance. Inhale, rounding like Frankenstein, reaching up to the sky. Exhale, getting taller. Inhale, exhale, and get taller here. One more time, rounding and lifting, and then getting taller. Nice. And take a moment here, just breathe here. Nice. So we'll take a block, and you can find an edge, a wall to press into, but you can also do it. We can also do it just standing here and working on our balance. So first, stand on your right leg and let your left leg swing. All right, this is good at kind of letting the joint settle, like gravity. Give yourself a little room in that joint. And then maybe you can take your left leg and bring it to the outer edge of the block. So press the pinky edge of the foot into the block. So already it's a balance challenge. The palms face in towards you. As you lift the ribs, you lower the heads of the shoulders down. Reach up. Maybe bring your left hand over to the forearm or the wrist. Right, we're trying to pull the ribs up more. Pull the ribs up more and arc over to the side. So we're taking the left arm up and over. Nice. Maybe you can reach the left toes to the ground and then come back up and out. So I know this is really nice with the wall too, so you can do that. But if you want to add a little balance challenge on, we'll come to the other side. So stepping out with the left foot and letting the right leg swing. I feel like this is not the same side, but bring the block. Yeah, no, this is not. So we find that connection by pressing the pinky edge of the foot. Keep the foot nice and active into the block. Take your arms up. Pull the ribs up, ribs up, ribs up. Grab a hold of the right arm and arc over. Wow, this is a little trickier. You can totally bring your right toes to the ground and give yourself a little bit more stability. Also a little bit more length, right? The ribs are going to want to open up. See if you can keep the ribs square, maybe even let the gaze come up towards your towards your wrist or your elbow. Inhale, come on back up. And exhale, come out of that. Whew, that feels good. Nice. So we'll do one more thing, two more things to get us going. All right, take the block in between your thighs, and we're going to simply hinge in and out. Right, so doing some little squats. Right. And if you have a way to elevate your heels, I got a little half step here, although I'll probably need to open the door for my butt. Yeah, you can bend here and you'll be able to go down a lot lower. Nice. So paying attention, right, because we're hinging into these joints, but we're trying not to put the load on the joint. We want it to be really in the quads and the glute. So we'll do a few more here. Hold this here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press into the feet. Come on up. Nice. And then just find your stance. Right? Find a nice Tadasana, pelvis level, ribs, skull over the ribs, over the pelvis, core engaged. Turn your palms to face forward. Feel the earth. Feel yourself grounding into the earth. Allow that sense of gravity to secure you to the earth. Right hand to your heart, left hand on top. Remind yourself that you have everything you need. The answer is inside. And again, we are perfect, whole, and complete, exactly as we are in this moment in time. Hands to your prayer. Bow your head. Light in me bows to and honors the light in you. Namaste.